everyone, welcome back to episode 9 of his Taehyung had a fixed routine for the past 8 days. He would get up, get ready, and leave for work. He tried his best to be home as late as possible. Then he would go home and fall asleep in living room itself, and then repeat the circle once again on Saturday and Sunday. He sat by his mom's grave and whole day long. They just wanted to be anywhere but his house or Jungkook's. Taehyung and Kai were sorting some documents when suddenly Kai looked up. Good morning, sir. He greeted. Taehyung looked up and saw Jungkook standing there. Good morning. Jungkook looked at both of them. He saw Taehyung's surprised face. Did he wish for me not to return? Listen, Jungkook detected from Taehyung's face. Jungkook felt a pang on his heart. It hurts. Both of them were gazing into each other's sympathy eyes that were only filled at the deep bottoms but were brought back to reality with a ring phone. It was the telephone. Hello? Yes, Kai was quick to answer it. Okay, sure. I'll contact you again about this soon. Thank you. Since have a nice day, Kai kept agreeing to whatever the person on the other end said. Who was it? Jungkook asked. Jewelry crop. They would like to get an appointment this Friday for the signing that was postponed, Kay exclaimed. The mention of Bong brought a smile on Jungkook's face. He remembered his sisters he made on the vacation. He was kinda excited to meet Bong in a professional environment. Taehyung noticed that smile, but he didn't understand why was Jungkook smiling. The jeon Jungkook is new would keep a stern face as the mention of any company. Then why was he smiling at the mention of Bong? Taehyung didn't understand. Friday is the day after tomorrow, right? Taehyung asked. Kai nodded. It was like Taehyung was intentionally ignoring Jungkook, which he was. He couldn't stand the smile. Jungkook just went to his cabin. His schedule is empty that day, okay? Book an apartment for Friday. I will prepare the paperwork, Taehyung said as he got absorbed in his computer. Kai didn't understand the situation in front of her. Mr. CEO disappeared. Taehyung was sad. Mr. CEO's back. Taehyung Oppa doesn't care what the heck is going on between these two. Kai was confused. Taehyung Jungkook's home. What? When Taehyung reached there, Jungkook's car was already parked. He was walking in and sat on the couch. Should I talk to him? Taehyung asked himself in a low tone. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to. He didn't know what words he should use with Jungkook anymore. He didn't want to hurt him anymore. He was so lost in his thoughts that he didn't realize that Jungkook was now sitting in front of him. What happened to you? Jungkook had concern in his eyes, but his tone somehow failed to do the same as his eyes. Taehyung snapped back to reality. Nothing. Taehyung was drained of emotion and expression now. When did you come back? Taehyung asked. Jungkook didn't know if Taehyung was asking with genuine consent or just for the sake of it. Last night, Jungkook replied. Only if you told me earlier I would have been. Taehyung thought guilt. I don't see you here. Where were you? Jungkook asked. Taehyung looked at him with applause and regret in his eyes, but Jungkook was too tense to identify it. I went to my parents' house. I had something to do there and then it turned late, so I just stood there. Taehyung lied. He didn't know why, but he lied. Jungkook frowned his brows. Since when did you start giving me so many details? It is nice to hear it though. Jungkook stood up and smiled. I'm tired, I will go to bed first, Jungkook said. Then saw Jungkook's figure disappear as he scanned the stairs. What happened to you? How did you change so much within 2 weeks? Taehyung wanted to ask Jungkook's room. Jungkook planted himself on the bed. The moment he entered the room, did Taehyung give me all those details because he is starting to like me? Jungkook asked himself. He jumped up and sat straight. He kept his pace. It was heating up. Or did he go to meet the one he loves and give me an excuse? Jungkook's smile faded. He pulled his hair in frustration, missing them. He was kicking in the air around. I need help. He finished his fish, did his phone, and beside the table, whom should I call? He thought as he scrolled down the contact. Hobby, no, that idiot must be busy with his boyfriend. He knew what should his best friend might be doing at this hour. He thought for a bit before he decided to call his new sister. The call bong. Hello, my dear big brother. Jungkook, hello there. My baby sister. Bong, any progress on your love life? Jungkook, I need your advice. Wise words for that, you idiot. Bong, what happened? Get rejected again? Jungkook, now he talked to me like he cares for my opinion today. Can you believe it? Bong, really? That's Jungkook, but I don't know if it was concern or was just an excuse. Bong, you are thinking too much, Jungkook. Jungkook, I know, but he loves somebody else. I don't know who is it. What if he just lied to me and actually went to meet that person? Bong, you are signing the contract on Friday, right? Let's talk face to face after that, Jungkook. Okay, good night. Bong, good night. Colin, Jungkook threw his phone somewhere on the mattress and tried to fall asleep. Let's think of it tomorrow, Jungkook told himself and drifted to dreamland. Friday, JK group. Go and check the appointment time at the reception, said Bong's secretary. Bong just nodded. A while later, a handsome man walked up to her. Good morning, ma'am. He bowed to show respect. Bong was memorized by handsome man in front of her. Morning, she said timidly. Taehyung, her secretary returned. Taehyung looked at him. Hoon, been long since we met. That perfect sense. Been long since we met. That perfect boxy smile catch Bong off guard. You two know each other? She interrupted. Who nodded. He was the cute friend I had mentioned. Hun said, all of this can be talked of some other time. Then got back to his professional self. I'm Mr. Jeon's secretary. I will guide you to his office. Please follow me. Then said. The two guests followed him. Should have told me that you work here. My boyfriend works here too. Hun crippled. Taehyung rolled his eyes. Not now, Hun. It is working hour. Hun kept shut the whole way. After that, Bong kept stealing glances of Taehyung. All she knew was that Jungkook was courting a guy, but she didn't know who the guy was. Jungkook never mentioned and she never asked, but the way she was looking at Taehyung was nothing more than admiration and appreciation. She didn't fall for the man's charm. Thanks heaven for that. Once they were at their distant floor, Bong met with so many handsome. Does this company hire people with such great visual only? Bang thought. Jungkook was talking something to Jenny and Rose when they approached him. Mr. Jeon, our guest from Jewelry Crop was here. Taehyung announced he was that formal, not because they were guests, but because Jungkook had started to distance himself from him. They should feel revealed. about it, but his heart was raging. When Jungkook talked to him formally or didn't talk to him at all, his heart was raging so tightly. Taehyung was feeling his soul leaving him whenever Jungkook walked away from him, but he couldn't understand why. He just thought that it might be because it will take him time to finalize familiarize himself with this Jungkook. He thought that it was nothing. The moment Jungkook turned towards them, he was greeted by a bear hug. It was Bong. How has my big brother been? She asked. She was excited to see Jungkook after so long, even though they only parted ways this Thursday. Jungkook clenched and hugged her back. Let's go. Let's do this brother sister talk later. Let's talk business now, Jungkook said, still smiling. Taehyung wanted to yank that girl away. She was so getting on his nerves. There was this flame rising in his heart, and Taehyung didn't know what it was. Everybody else was shocked. The whole of Jungkook's team couldn't believe their eyes. Jungkook was smiling. He was hugging a business partner. He was clenching. This was the first time anybody had seen him like this. Minho looked at him and saw the anger rising, but Jungkook didn't even look at him. Let's go to my cabin, Jungkook said, and walked there. Taehyung went out of the cabin to get the contracts, and when he returned, he found the two CEOs still talking. He felt so bad about it, but why was he feeling bad when he was the one who wishing for this change in Jungkook for so long? All they knew was his heart hurts when Jungkook smiled at someone else like that after the signing. They were discussing some more about work. Please excuse me for a while, Taehyung said as he walked out again. Jungkook looked at him confused. You have got such a good-looking person in your company. People in your company, Bang exclaimed. Jungkook shook his head in disbelief at this stupid remark. They are they have got such a good-looking boss. Of course, they all look good. Their best. Jungkook giggled along, but next time don't hug me out of nowhere. No one here is accused to that behavior of mine. Jungkook told her Bong about it. Even I wouldn't be if I hadn't seen you on the beach that day. I thought you would never talk about that again, Jungkook said. Taehyung came back and he heard Jungkook's last words. Soon after that, Bong and Hoon left. Jungkook went back to his desk and Taehyung left the room. Kai and Minho dragged him to a corner at that moment to close the door behind him. What was that look? Minho questioned. What look? Taehyung didn't understand the look you gave to that woman earlier. Kai too had noticed it. I just found it weird the way they hugged. I didn't know they know each other before this. Taehyung looked at the ground. He himself wasn't sure of what he had felt at that moment. Really, he seemed like you wanted to yank her away from Mr. Jeon. Kai gave her dead face. Taehyung looked at her in disbelief. How did she notice that detail? Taehyung questioned himself. Yes. I was lost of words. Have you started having feeling for him? No, as per the Taehyung clenched his jaw. No, I didn't have feeling for him. I just was taken back by the unprofessional behavior of cops. CEO Minho and Kai exchanged looks. They surely weren't buying Taehyung's words, and Taehyung noticed that. If you don't believe me, then don't bring up this topic. Taehyung was furious. Just go on with your baseless theories. Taehyung left the two alone. We are still there for you when you need us. The two declared, but Taehyung just ignored them. Why is he acting as you do on your peers. Minna asked Kaik at him seriously. Minna, you are crazy. She rolled her eyes and returned her workstation. Let's go for a drink after work, Minna suggested. I'm in for it. Lee jumped in. I am out. I have a date. Kai said with a serious smile. You and your girlfriend, Minna pouted. What? It's our third anniversary. Kai glared back at him again. Kango girls. Rose and Jenny climbed in Taehyung's and Jungkook's home. Jungkook really wasn't being the man he was. He wasn't pestering Taehyung anymore. He was just minding his own business. How do you know her? Taehyung asked. He wanted to ask this from the moment he saw Bong and Jungkook hug, but he had to control. No, who? Bong. Jungkook seems indifferent. The whole Jungkook would surely tease Taehyung and ask, "Are you jealous?" But this was not Jeon Jungkook he used to know. Something had changed about him. Taehyung couldn't really pinpoint it, but he hated it. Who else? Taehyung confirmed Jungkook's doubt. I met her while I was on vacation. Jungkook said. Taehyung nodded. Jungkook squinted his eyes. Why did you live in between the? Jungkook was denser than ever. You never live in between of a meeting. Jungkook added. Taehyung looked at him apologetically. Taehyung looked at the floor. My periods started suddenly. That's why I left. Sorry. But weren't they supposed to be last week? Jungkook pouted. Now Taehyung could see a little bit of the Jungkook he knew. He smiled unknowingly. It's late this month, Jungkook nodded. Go to your room. I will get you hot chocolate. Jungkook said. Taehyung smiled and left for his room. Jungkook brushed himself with the hot chocolate. To be continued. Do you think was should Taekook do? Should they talk their heart out? And what is it that Taehyung is feeling for Bong and Jungkook's hug? What is it Taehyung feeling towards Jungkook? We will get to know all this in next episode. Hope you will like it. Then see you again. Bye bye.